Most of you know me. I'm Don Holsinger. I'm position 7 on the board. We also have Cody Childers over here, who you're 4. Position 4. CJ Haley is position 2 on the board. And we have a new board member that was appointed last night at the Board of Alderman meeting, and Larry Jackson is going to be on position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's position 6, and he's the new member. That's it. I'll turn it over to Dr. Roberto, and then we'll open the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Holsinger, and thank each one of you for being here this evening. Appreciate your interest in our school system, and I'm going to have just a few things to say very short, and then I want to take your questions, and as Mr. Holsinger has indicated, we're not going to act like we know an answer to your question if we don't know the answer. If we don't know, we'll say, we don't know, but we'll find out. Hopefully most of your questions will be able to be answered this evening. I want to say I also appreciate the board members who are here. Also welcome Mr. Jackson, our newest member on the Board of Education. And there may be some other board members who come in as we go along here this evening. We've had a number of community meetings in various locations over the past several months and have tried to inform the community about the procedures that we'll be following and that we have been following regarding the opening of schools. We are very excited about our new Millington Municipal school system, to have our own school system here. That has a lot of things to look forward to. It has been quite a challenge starting this new school system, because this is something that hasn't been done in the state of Tennessee in a long time. There is the creation of brand new school districts. And so it is quite a task to, on the face of it, it seems like, well, it's just simple. You just break off from Shelby County schools, and the schools become our schools, and you just keep right on going. I wish it were that simple. Those folks who've been on board, especially our central office folks for the past several months, know that that is not as quite as simple as it is. But we're excited about what's happening. We have an opportunity here, folks, that makes us excited, and I hope that you're excited about it as well. We began with the first day for students 2 weeks from Monday. I hope my knees aren't knocking. 2 weeks from Monday, our students start on August the 4th for their first day as students in Millington Municipal Schools. And that is an exciting time. A lot of work still needs to be done between now and then to get everything completely in place. Let me say a couple of things in advance that I would ask of you. It would be helpful for us if you have concerns after this meeting is over the next 2.5 weeks, or after school begins on August the 4th for students. If something happens that causes a concern at your household, please feel free always to call central office, our central office phone number. I should have put that up there along with the website, and we'll try to get it up there at some point. 873-5680. 873-5680. We will be happy to take your call. You will be able to talk to a real person. You're not going to be asked to press 1 for some option and press 2 for some other option. You're going to be talking to a real person, and we will gladly try to help you in any way that we can. So please do not hesitate to do that. If you call one of these board members, that's okay. It's a free country, and you can call a board member and list a concern or a question with them. But you know what's going to happen? That board member then is going to contact us and relay your concern on to us. So I'm not saying don't call board members, don't communicate with board members, but if you want the quickest addressing of your question or concern, call us, because we're the administrative body for managing the school district. Okay? We appreciate what the board members do very much, and they work hard to set policy for the school district and to make sure that things are done properly. And we would not be able to be here without the hard work of the board members. But please feel free to call us or to call your child's school. If it's something directly related to your child's school, feel free to call the school, and hopefully they can address your issue as well. But we are here to serve you, and my door stays open. If you need to make an appointment to see me to talk about an issue of concern, then please call our office and we'll set up a time so that we can sit down together and talk about things that are on your mind. We have arrangements, as we sit here now, arrangements are being made for transportation for your children, for the feeding of your children, as well as making sure that everything is in place for your child's records, and of course for the instruction of your children in the classrooms. Not everything is completely in place, as I mentioned to someone a little bit earlier who had a transportation question. If you have some specific questions, we'll try to answer those, but we do not have the final bus routes ready to go at this point. We expect that those will be ready to go so that when you come to register your child on July 29th, which is a week from Tuesday, then there'll be information that will be there available for you to know what time the bus comes through your neighborhood, what the number of the bus is going to be, and where you're going to need to have your child to be picked up by the bus. Not all students are eligible for transportation, but those who are eligible for transportation will try to have that information. But there's a tremendous amount of work that has to be done to get all that in place. For example, we can't just say, well, we take the routes the Shelby County buses ran last year and just run those same routes for this year, because that is not the case. We have a number of children that rode buses to our schools last year that will not be eligible for riding a bus this year because they're out-of-district students and not eligible for transportation. By the same token, we have students who were not even in our schools last year, especially from the Lucy community, who are now in-district students and will be eligible for transportation. But those students, those routes were not even in existence last year when those students attended a Shelby County school. So it's a major undertaking just to plan these new bus routes. Let me say one thing about child nutrition, our student breakfast and lunch program. We are very pleased that we are making arrangements through a federal program called the Community Eligibility Program, so that all students attending any of the Millington schools, Millington Elementary, E.A. Harrell, Millington Middle, or Millington High, all the students will be eligible for eating breakfast and lunch at no charge, at no cost to the student. And we are very excited about that. And when I say all students, I mean all students. The student does not have to be eligible under the old free and reduced price lunch program. So all of our students will be eligible for eating breakfast and lunch at no cost. And we certainly hope that you will plan on having your child take advantage of that program. And we're also excited by the fact that unlike last year under Shelby County schools, the lunches will be prepared by our cafeteria staff in our cafeterias, so that the food will be prepared right there. So I think it's a great opportunity for us. We hope that you will be preparing to take advantage of that, and we're excited about that prospect. Those are the main things that I wanted to touch on initially. What I would like to do now is just open it up to questions that you have. Since we don't have a microphone down here on the